Hello, everyone. I'm going to hopefully be doing you a favor here by giving you some useful information. So I hope you will return the favor and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Now, if you do a Google search for sending money from Payoneer into TransferWise, you will find some blog posts. One of the posts talks about sending money from a Payoneer card. I think it's MasterCard, a Payoneer MasterCard, I think it is. And somebody did that. They sent money from their Payoneer card into their TransferWise account. And they were successful, but the fees were very high. So it wasn't worth it. So they weren't actually able to save any money that way. So what I wanted to know is it possible to send money from Payoneer into TransferWise and then later send the money from TransferWise into your bank account? And by doing this, you could potentially save lots of money in fees, because although the Payoneer fees are much more favorable than PayPal fees, for example. So, I mean, Payoneer is a good company and a good service, but the fees do add up. And, I am receiving payments through a company that only offers the option of being paid through Payoneer at this time. So I'm just trying to find ways to save money, right? So anyways, this is my experience with sending money from Payoneer into TransferWise. Let me just start off by telling you I was unsuccessful in doing this, and I did find lots and lots of negative reviews about TransferWise. Lots of horror stories of people having large sums of money being held up in their TransferWise accounts and not being able to get to the money there. So initially I was really excited and hopeful about being able to save money through TransferWise, but then after doing a little more research, now I definitely want to stay away from TransferWise, and also I can share with you my experience with customer service with TransferWise. So here goes. The first step is you need to go into TransferWise and you need to set up a payment. There will be a list of about 4 or 5 different ways to pay into your TransferWise account. This is once you've set it all up and verified it, of course. So there is one option that takes a long time. There is another option that doesn't have on the list the option for sending an online bank payment. So you just want to go through the list and find the one that includes in their options the online bank payment. And that's what I did. So once you do that, and I did that, you set it up. Well, I don't recommend doing this. I don't recommend doing it, but you can try it. Actually, maybe I did something wrong, so maybe you can try this and see if it works for you. And I hope you can leave some comments about your experience, and especially if you're successful, if you know how to actually successfully send money from Payoneer into TransferWise while saving money. Because again, if you do a Google search, you won't really find any clear information about how to do this while saving money. The only successful post I found was the guy who sent it from his card. And if you use the card, MasterCard is a large corporate company, so they're going to take their cut of money, right? So you're going to lose money in fees by sending it from the card. So if you know how to send it directly from an online bank to another online bank without those fees, and then take the money out of TransferWise, which is going to save you lots of money in fees, then if you know how to do that, please comment here so we can help each other out. That's what my channel is all about, really. I'm trying to spread useful information around the world. So together, all of us brothers and sisters, we can come together, unite, and share the love, share the useful information so that all of us across all of the world can benefit from this shared knowledge. This is the benefit of the worldwide web and internet, right? It brings us together so that we can share this global knowledge, right? So again, back to my experience, I did find the online bank option. So I set up the payment. So once the payment is set up inside of TransferWise, you will get the banking account number information. You will get the routing number. For me, it was a Wells Fargo bank account. It had the account number, it had the routing number, it had the name, the address. All of that information is there, just like a regular, physical on-land bank account, right? So then I went into my Payoneer account and I sent a payment of 5 USD plus the $5.34 USD fee. Now, let me rewind and go back to being inside of TransferWise and setting up the payment. Initially, it told me I would need to send a payment at a minimum of 20 USD. Again, that's $20. But the second time I tried it, it allowed me to set up a payment of only 5 USD, which is what I went with. So I set up a payment of 5 USD plus the $5.34 fee. So that's $10.34 total that I sent from my Payoneer account into my TransferWise, in parentheses, Wells Fargo, set up account inside of TransferWise. So they say it takes 1 to 2 business days to process a payment inside of TransferWise. So I waited like 3 days, because it was the first time to ever transfer money. And, I have already experienced with Payoneer that the first time you ever do a transfer, they need a little extra time to verify things, right? So I ended up waiting like 4 or 5 days. And then I wanted to contact TransferWise and ask them what's going on. So that's what I did. And they said that you could email them, which takes, they said like 3 months or something like that. And I didn't want to wait. I forgot the time frame, but it was just like a ridiculously long amount of time to wait for a reply. So I decided to look for their Facebook page. And so that's what I did. I sent a message to the TransferWise Facebook page, and they sent me a message within like 1 day, and then they basically gave me this runaround, like the typical corporate runaround. Like they said, so I sent them the screenshots with all of the info, and then they sent me a reply, like a standard automatic bot reply, like, okay, thanks for contacting us. It was really long, and it was like, it said something like, you need to submit your documents here. And then they didn't really tell me where. And then so I sent another reply, and then it took another day for them to reply again. And then I was like, where do I send this information? And then they replied with the actual link that I needed to click on to send the information. And then I asked them, the information is here already, and that's already TransferWise, that page. And I said, can't you just pass this information on to the other person that needs to take a look at it? And they said, no, you need to do an extra step. You need to, do more work and send it into another, place. And to me, that just was like a red flag, as like being given the runaround, We're all familiar with getting the runaround. When you give the information to a company and they tell you, oh no, I can't do it, you need to send the info to another place. And it's like a long list of information that they were asking for too. And so I was so glad that I had, only sent $10.34. And so after about a week and being annoyed with the process of trying to find out what's going on, I did some more research into TransferWise, and I found out that a lot of people, lots and lots of people all over the world have lots of bad experiences with TransferWise, and they have lots of money being held up in their TransferWise accounts, like terrible horror stories, and they can't get to their money. So then I was like, turned off and not interested at all in trying the TransferWise service. So then I went to my Payoneer people. And and again, I went to their Facebook page because in the past I sent an email to Payoneer and it took, a lot of like back and forth time being wasted to actually get anywhere with Payoneer. And then in the end, I ended up calling them. Actually, you can do an online chat with them, but it needs to be during business hours, which doesn't really work for my time zone and my working hours. So what I did, I just went to the Facebook Payoneer page, and I was very quickly able to get a reply. And then not long after that, I got an email from Payoneer, saying that my payment of $10.34 had been refunded back into my account. So no sweat. I asked them in my Facebook messages, can you stop the payment? Can you please refund my money? And sure enough, they did. I don't know if they were going to automatically do it anyways. Perhaps they were. But anyways, I was very pleased with the Payoneer service of being able to communicate with them through the Facebook page. It was very quick. I got prompt replies, and I got the email saying my money was returned. And lo and behold, when I looked at my Payoneer balance, the money was there. The $10.34 had been returned. So I take this information with a grain of salt. Maybe I did something wrong. If there are bits of information that I didn't mention in this video, please ask me. I will try my best to reply. And again, if you do know how to send money from Payoneer into TransferWise or another online banking system with the aim of saving money in fees, please let me know and let others know by commenting here so we can help everybody all over the world save money. And please return the favor and subscribe to my channel. Thanks again.